Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Slurgy is here. And, okay, there we go. Hello all. Hello to Manifest Destiny's Child, Ball Stalin, Roxanne, it's me, Bajante, Dennis1896, and the Chaucer, anyone else that I missed, sorry. But yeah, I'm 2 turkeys later, 25 pounds of potatoes, a whole bunch of side dishes, a bunch of pies and desserts, and 5,000 dishes later, I'm here. Whew. So, tonight's gonna be the night. Turkey mentioned. Turkey mentioned. Shit. Yup. Turkey mentioned. So, tonight's gonna be the night. We're at day 133. So if we wait too much longer, we're gonna be butting up against our deadline. Unfortunately, it doesn't really give us enough time to ensure we can do any of the big, big fights like Goblin City before we go. There are a few things we want to get locked in place before we do Monolith though. Time to cook the turkey named to the Conqueror. Exactly, I guess there's one more turkey on my list, huh? So, there's only one thing really left to do. And I think that's get EELI his last couple levels. And that's really kind of all we need to get things rocking and rolling. I think everything else is in good shape. So yeah, I think armors, weapons, everything else is basically kind of locked in and ready to go. So we'll just take a few, you know, cruise control fights. Here maybe, I don't know, I mean I can make a sweep for maybe some more dogs. I think there are a few more dogs that I could use, right? Nope. I guess we're good on those too. I'll just take some random fights here in, I don't know, kind of the middle part of the map. Can we see that famed one-handed cleaver? We got a couple of them. We've got this orc cleaver, which is fine. It's actually not that exciting. But the other one, which I think looks nicer, is the, is it a crypt cleaver? Is that what this is called? Can't even remember. If we find a dog named Drake, you'd love to have him for Black Monolith? If we find one. Yeah, we actually probably won't need any more dogs. We could maybe get some from Brackenvocht, but... So yeah, I mean, I'll do a few more fights. We can maybe, you know, explore around the desert, things like that. We'll find opportunities to get some experience on EELI, and then we'll be ready to go. Looks like the Dothraki cleavers in Game of Thrones. Kinda true. We need more kakas. We do have our one kaka. More would be cute, but kaka! Unfortunately, they already, you know, cover a pretty big amount of terrain all on their own. So that should be a pretty easy little fight for us. Kopesh. Yes, thank you, Ball Stalin. I couldn't help but feel like Crypt Cleaver wasn't correct, but couldn't think of what was. Did the Barbarian Cleaver roll good? It did. So the Barbarian Cleaver blessed us with a roll in damage. So, excuse me, not damage. Damage was unaffected, but in armor penetration, or damage ignores armor. So, Barbarian Cleaver was good. The other thing was unfortunately shield damage, which is totally useless. That's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. We're still pretty happy with that weapon. That's right, armor ignore and shield damage. A tale as old as time. Shield damage, one of those affixes that you never want to see. Just never. There's at least some affixes that, like, they're rare that you ever want them, but, like, situationally, they might be okay, you know? Shield damage is not among those. So most of these fights, for better or worse, are going to be pretty unexciting until the Monolith fight. Yeah, so strat fights on axes, yeah, I mean, that is a situation where they can be useful. Hello, curse word. Yes. I had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for asking. Opinion paid for by the Big Shield Lobby. Probably true. Curiously, you never see anyone wearing those earbuds outside of the advertisements, you know? Where's your Raycon god now? Where is... There he is. There's Eagle's Eye. Got him to kill on the leader. Ray gone. Actually, are they gone? Do they still exist? I don't actually even know. I guess I could, one thing I could do with the last few days is go to the arena and might be able to defeat another mercenary company. We could go to the arena and get just a little bit of experience there. Nomads when they get in Rangy Bros. Oh yeah, pocket sand. Yup. The nomads love their pocket sand. Go to the arena, nothing bad happens there. You know, when you say it like that. Boy, this is a weird little peninsula. These connect. Oh my god, they do. 3 nachos. If it's a 3 nacho fight, we will not be doing it. Sad spear bro noises. Taken before their time. Alright, we will take just a little moment to reconfigure our throwing weapons. I guess we really only have the 2 bros now that we care about their throwing weapons. Just one Necro Savant? Well, it's accompanying a team of Ancient Honor Guard. But yeah, sure doesn't seem like this camp is scaled as fully, huh? There's an opportunity to do a cute thing that I'm looking at that I'll try out. You'll see in a moment. Ho-ho. You've killed almost 40 necros in your playtime today? Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Did you sell the black book yet? Oh my god, did I? That's not what the necro savant's supposed to do. That's not where I park my car. Oh, I didn't even re-shield spear wall. Oh my god. That was the whole point of that. Oh my god. Alright, I have to be a little careful now. I didn't... Alright, absent-minded. I intended to re-spear wall to at least keep these Ancient Honor Guard off of Kalashkova. And did a big ol' whoops. Now the fake reader has read it. We're just waiting for the fake trader to want it. If we lose our, yeah. Yeah, me too. Now that I screwed up, there's not a whole lot I can do other than, you know. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my mic is muted while my wife is not quite home yet, so he's too excited. He's too excited. They are guarding the house well. He's a sweet boy. He's just, you know. He doesn't know what's right or wrong. He doesn't know what's going on. Why does that Necro Savant hate dogs? That's a good question. Necro Savants just hate dogs. They really do. It's such a shame. Okay, Kalashkova's just fine. We're gonna back him up though. Don't hate dogs, Bijante. That's sad. Dogs are sweet creatures. They can be annoying though. I don't know where this Necro Savant's gonna go at the start of his next turn. Might be... Let me see. Okay, of course. Should be able to finish him off with... Those dogs going on vacation. Kind of reminds me of the dogs in the Manifest Destiny's Child posted to Discord, or dog. Just, you know, taking the long way around, as you do. Yeah, dogs here they just want to play. There we go. And we got a shield that's very lightweight. I don't think we'll have a use for that. We can take a look at our helmets. Excuse me, shield? I meant helmet. It's a shield for your head. A head shield, you know? No, I meant head. I meant helmet. But we can take a look. We can see if that's suitable. Yeah, are you having a stroke? No, I'm not. I promise. That does, you know. But if my face starts getting droopy, and I start slurring my speech, I don't know. I guess I'm doomed. Maybe the turkeys aren't that healthy. Yeah, especially the way I made them. Where I brined the second turkey that I made, I brined it. And then I made like a compound butter that I shoved under the skin between the turkey and the skin. And boy, it was very unhealthy. But it was delicious. Yeah, I don't think we need this helmet. I think all of our forged helmets are just better. Like, there is an argument, I suppose, to be made for giving someone more fatigue to work with. At least in some fights, but I think we've pretty well got everyone's needs on lockdown. So, Baron von Pone can wear this from the sidelines. Or maybe Mortimer Drock, you know? You can take it. Too heavy. That'll go into the nimble percentage, so we can't have it. Almost can't. Yeah. It's true. I tempted the gods of RNG. Okay, Eagle is Vi is leveled up. So final perks on Eagle is Vi are going to be. Oh, and actually, what I should do too is give him a whip for his pocket. So we'll give him Zerk Frenzy and question mark for his last perk. Not sure what it'll be yet. Fort Mind? No, this guy's gonna be a rippin' DPS boy. So, no need. Underdog? No, I don't think we'll need Underdog either. Again, he's gonna be, if he's getting surrounded, I've made a huge error. Which isn't to say I don't, you know, screw stuff up, but I don't need perks to cover up for play mistakes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is drink this potion of knowledge. 3 more fights. Which happens a lot. I mean, it does. You're not wrong. But usually when I'm making my mistakes, it's in battles where the mistake is like inconsequential. And yeah, I think you can even see that in my play too, right? So if I'm doing a big Orc Sea of Tents, or a big Goblin Sea of Tents, you know, any huge fight, I take my time. But in fights like, you know, this one, who cares? The mistakes he makes are always in the arena. Actually, often those aren't even mistakes, they're just... I mean, sometimes they're mistakes, but usually in the arena the problem is, you know, fewer dice rolls, basically. 30's godly and not making any mistakes, days 1 through 30, and after day 30 goes out the window. Yeah, that's kind of true. kind of true. You know, be kind to your streamer. But I mean, it's fair. I do make many mistakes. I'm not infallible. The worst mistakes. This is kind of true more than just Battle Brothers, but generally in life, the worst mistakes are the ones you don't notice or don't know you're making. Can't wait to be a bro next run. So Slurgy makes me a shield and bonk bro. I don't know. Shield and bonk is, I mean, I know that is in your request. It's pretty rare that I make those. That's the rub. So, like building spearmen? Nah, spearmen is that's the secret sauce that makes things good. Your mistakes from the first 30 days so you never get to see more. That's fair. Not as rare as your Sword Lancer Fencer build? No, actually, I think the Mace and Shield is more rare overall. Sword Lances happen. I mean, I feel like I had a whole run dedicated to the Sword Lance. It was sponsored by Big Sword Lance. We had Sword Lances for days. That's gotta count. I'm not a Sword Lance hater. I'm not. Before your time? Sword Lances will happen again. I actually think the Sword Lance, like, it is a good tool when you understand how the tool can be used. Some people obsess over them and think of them as like the ultimate weapon, which I think does annoy some people. But not me. I think of it as a tool like any other. Slurgy's bought by Big Spear confirmed? Confirmed. Mid-lance, that's right. It's like, it's fine, you know? Sword Lances are fantastic finishers. Yeah. Yeah, and they're really good against certain enemies, right? They're really good against goblins. They're like really good against goblins. Let's take a look at our retinue. Oh my god, we have our 5th retinue slot? How lovely. What should I do? The big Let's sponsor. I don't. Clearly the Briggy. I mean, do any of these actually do... Would any of them provide any value at this point? Not really. Like, literally none of them kind of do anything for us. We're not going to go on any big adventures where the scavenger would be all that useful. Look at the minstrel, because I've never hired him before. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at him. I'm not so sure about his strumming technique there, but whatever. Paymaster. Actually, the Paymaster would maybe make sense. I'm not going to bother changing it. But the only reason it makes sense is there is the option or opportunity for sell swords. Let's see, is it just sell swords? I don't think I have any other backgrounds that would, I think it might only be sell swords anyway. They might request a pay raise, which is in the event pool, which is drowning out the chance for us to get the trader to come and try to buy the black book. So I guess that's a little bit of something, but practically nothing. Yeah, spamming, getting the alchemist before spam crafting, I think is totally worthwhile. If you're gonna craft a Kraken plate, you may as well have the alchemist. Sold book, silly sturgeon. Hey now. It's still there. Don't spook me like that. I still got it. I still got it. Okay. So I am going to do this contract. And the reason I'm going to do this contract is I want this vendor to reset itself, and I want it to not have ambush trade routes anymore. What origin is next? Anatomists is up next. We could bring Otto into Black Monolith with a Lionheart potion. Unfortunately not. Otto's going to be cheering us on from the bench. If we win the Black Monolith fight. True. If not, it's back to Brigger. True. See, this is where Otto would have been nice. Those arrow shots that we just ate. Actually, I need to have these two switch positions. Yeah, no, we never found the water skin. Honestly, I feel like I've found the water skin in at least a few of the runs so far this series. More than one. And it's kind of rare. It's just a hard one to find simply because of the fact that, you know, it spawns in the forest. So with the reduced vision radius and the fact that I'm not like traveling through forests, like I feel like I've probably found it more often than is normal. And I shouldn't really expect to find it very frequently. You always find it? You must say very nice things to our Lord and Savior RNGesus. Easier to find than the witch hut. I feel like I often find it before the witch hut too. You like Pathfinder as a skill? You tend to fight in the forest in the mid game. I do too. As far as Pathfinder's concerned, but I don't know. Still don't feel like I find myself fighting in forests too often. Luring brigands into forests can be pretty good. Honestly, my main problem with fighting in the forest is just, like, the sort of random nature of the way terrain rolls makes it so that while it might often be an advantageous fight, it creates risk that the fight terrain actually sucks. And I kind of like the known enemy, I guess. Yeah, Historian has gone mad. We're just still waiting for the trade. Yeah, that's the other thing too. What Bloaxor is saying is a really good point. Traveling through the forest means that enemies can ambush you, things like that. So you'll find that I tend to, especially in the mid-game, actually completely avoid the forest. So with things like noble armies, getting ambushes is exactly what you want. I mean, kind of, from the perspective of it's easier to like push through the noble army in one direction and they don't have the like nice formation, yes, but from the perspective of like, oh no, I'm surrounded and this enemy is stronger than me, that's not so good. In fact, now that Ragged Edge 82 has this armor, we're gonna change the attachment. No longer defending against ranged attacks. Keyword ambush late. Yeah, that's true. You did say that. You did say late. Okay, that apparently didn't get rid of the ambush trade routes. Kind of surprising. Deep Space Cowboy got himself a veteran level. You're dodge fatigue. Yeah. So Crackalack, you are a dodge fatigue neutral with Great Sword as your weapon of choice and Backstabber to help even more as far as hitting things is concerned. How many veteran levels can you get? Like 24, 22, something like that. I actually honestly don't remember. Unlimited swag levels? Well, that's true. All right. Oh, 35 to 41. Oh God, is it that high? I don't know. To me, like, I've already, after a certain point, I don't know. Playing a campaign for that long, I know it's popular. A lot of people do it. Like, I don't want to, you know, yuck anyone's yum if that's their thing. But I feel like, to me, the early game scrappy grind is so much fun that that's what I want more of. So, all right, good night, Dennis 1896. The fight should be up on YouTube tomorrow. It will be there for you when you wake up. And I will now, a suggestion by Nixlarfs on YouTube that I agree with. I'm not going to put Monolith down, ! In the video title. So you'll have to, you know, not know until the fight happens. Unfortunately, Kalashkova doesn't quite have Lone Wolf here, but even without, he can hold off these Ancient Dead. Kind of cute. That's right, everyone out of here. I got this. I mean, that is impressive. Like, it really is. What does the priest do? The priest, I don't know, causes pain. He has 2 different spells, Miasma and Horror. And Miasma creates these little, they're kind of hard to see over the sand, but these little sections of ground where you take 10 direct hit point damage just by standing over them at the end of your turn. The other thing they do is Horror, and Horror can cause you to either skip your turn or lose, have a resolve check. I think it's a couple resolve checks, actually, I can't remember. He's got gas being an ancient old man. Exactly. Chance to lose a turn by Horror is the Bro's Resolve -5. So, is that really what it is? Interesting. So in other words, if you have, what happens above levels of 100, do you know? Same as hit chance, okay. So there's always a 5%. Interesting. Priest has an allergy to dead skin cells. Hopefully not an allergy to dead bones, because that's all they are. Kalashkova is still managing to hold off the ancient legionaries. It's given me good brain chemicals for how we can perform in the Monolith fight. It's true. Slurgy doesn't watch movies. It's true. I've seen like 3 ever. That's not true, I've seen more than that, but not like way more than that. What's the difference between an ancient legionnaire that can't res and an undead that can res? Is this a setup to a joke? Kind of sounds like it. No, it's a serious question. Okay. I mean, you know, they're kind of just, they're like wildly different, actually. They require different weapons, different tactics and strategies. I mean, the weapons is sort of intrinsic to what they are. So the Ancient Dead, all these skeleton type ones, have damage resistance against a whole bunch of different types of weapons. And the way they move, like in formation, is very different from the zombies that just sort of blindly charge forward. Oh, and from a lore perspective too is that the Ancient Dead are ancient. They're from a like I don't know, kind of loosely based on ancient Roman type empire is kind of the way they're sort of, I don't know the word, but kind of how they're constructed. But yeah, like the ancient civilization that used to be in charge. Loosely inspired. Yeah, loosely inspired is probably a good way of saying it. This is some kind of new Gen X TikTok undead meme. Undead don't know how any of that works. Fair. Hello, Black Fire. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Escort caravan to Cargo. Where's Cargo? There's a Fletcher. Yeah. I was gonna say, if that was a contract to deliver, or excuse me, escort a caravan to someone with a weaponsmith or armorsmith, I might take that contract. But 'tis not. Back in the day, before most of the good stone was reused and the bad stone just kind of disappeared into the landscape, ancient Roman ruins weren't out of place in most European countries. Yeah, I've read that, which is kind of cool. Roman roads and other structures. Whoops, I just sold a dog. Come back here. Which is very cool. Hold on, just have to respond to a text real quick. Okay. Carthage greater than Rome? For a little while. One blade dancer and 4 nomads. What could possibly go wrong here? Let's see, is there anyone I need? Should I get Ragged Edge 82, another 5 resolve? I feel like that would be good. 182 goldies for a book? Sounds like a good deal. So where'd you get those new musical instruments? They are new, right? Oh, like behind me? No, there are a few new guitars. They're actually just moved from the other side of the room. Because we had altered sleeping arrangements for the people that we had staying overnight. So, nope, those guitars they're not new. Not new to me anyway. Yeah, I have read about Roman concrete and like the fact that it had like lime or ash or something that made it more durable, which is really cool. And yeah, I think I've also read that the answer basically is it depends. When did we get the single cleaver bro? We kind of slowly decided to train him up. I don't know. Somewhat recently-ish. Alright, so I think I do kind of want to take this fight. 1 blade dancer and 4 nomads. It should be okay. The blade dancer is never going to have a great weapon against armor. I want to get Ragged Edge 82 and Eagletsvi, some experience here in the arena. And so what I'm thinking is, I need to have them be accompanied by some big ol' strong Beaverton boy. And I feel like Searoy 7 is probably the best choice. No one's really meaningfully stronger, and he can withstand basically anything that nomads or blade dancer can do to him. Arxenus Me says you could go in. You probably could. My thought is, since both of these two brothers are nimble, that having the other one be a forge bro is a bit safer. You ready to go to Valhalla? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're not ready to send you to Valhalla. None of that. You can go in, but it has to be alone. Yeah, I thought about sending Kalashnikov over too, actually. I think that would be good, but I think this will work too. So all we need to do is make sure we focus on all the enemies that can hit the nimble bros here. Because this poor blade dancer really can't do like anything through this armor. Whips should be illegal in the arena. Are you gonna do Kraken fight this run? No, this run, we don't have time. Kraken is, I still intend to do it. One of these runs, I really do. I want to. It will happen. I think if the situation is, if the circumstances are right, we should be able to. But it's still not happening for now. Not in this particular run, anyway. Not enough time before the admittedly arbitrary, but strictly conformed to deadline of 150 days. Yeah, Bloxor summarizes it nicely. The problem with the Kraken fight is that the fetch quest alone can easily run you 30 plus days. We found the stone circle relatively early. The problem was that after finding the stone circle, we did not find like any regular unholds afterwards, which sucks. Couldn't even not limited to losing your frontline spear bros at day 70. Yeah, well, and actually, honestly, the biggest disaster on this particular run was the nonsense that happened at Goblin City, where we lost our most experienced bros, retreating from a camp spawn that just totally came out of nowhere, and the fact that the seed was actually really bad as far as getting into the north and doing anything. So that was rough. That was quite rough. You think with Lone Wolf being last, you continue to do everything? That's fair. I might do that. Unless in Lone Wolf I manage to just do everything by day 150. Could happen. Yeah, Goblin City came out to greet me. It's not what I wanted. Hello, Deep Space Cowboy. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait for the 12-man origin runs. Yeah, those should be good. I'm looking forward to them. It'll be a fun thing to manage. I'm actually really looking forward to Anatomists too. I think Anatomists has enough quirks to it, enough things that make it substantially different, where there's some cool stuff you kind of got to think about. Goblin City was bullshit? Yes. Goblin City was bullshit. I agree. Have we done a successful peasant militia run yet? We have. Oh my god. Alright, Ragged Edge 82, showing why Oto-sama having anticipation was wonderful. Demonstrating, maybe a little too well, he's gonna have to like, kind of chill way in the back. Soda break, don't die. Deal. Oathy Run was the best one by far, at least it was for the viewers. Oh god, Oath Takers was so stressful, man. So stressful. It was... Yeah, it definitely... It was a weird one. Classic Oath Takers run with, you know, no Oath Takers. Normal stuff. You're also looking forward to cultists? Yeah. I've done a lot of cultists, actually. I kind of enjoy playing cultists, so that one is somewhat familiar to me, actually. Like I've done a good number of cultist runs. Like in total, so. So like, that is why the Gladstones rears you? Yeah. I mean, the 12-man origins are going to be interesting just by the fact that, you know, the stakes are higher, I think, for losing a bro, just generally. Having a bit of trouble hitting the enemy. There we go. Would you consider playing with 11 bros to be able to trigger the random recruit event on those origins, or is it just not worth? I mean, there are several events that could get you random recruits. Probably I'll just get up to 12 pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is the random recruits are unlikely to be good. I mean, they sometimes can be. There's a few different types of random recruits that can be good. But a lot of them are backgrounds, you know. The Melon Mugger, while a wonderful story, is, you know, rarely good. The Melon Mugger and, of course, our good friend the Philly Fiddler. Hey, good night, Pijante. Squire and Lone Wolf is normally nice. Yes, the Squire and Lone Wolf is a good one. I'm not sure. I haven't done a ton of Lone Wolf. I know that that's one of the most popular origins in the community generally. People really like that one. I haven't done it very much. So, you know, I haven't given too much thought to what I'll be doing with Lone Wolf quite yet. However, I do feel like the Squire is more reasonable because Lone Wolf is going to start out a little bit FedEx quest. So there will be some time where the Lone Wolf really will be alone, at least right at the start. Hey, XGI7, yeah. Black Monolith should be this evening. Probably relatively soon, actually. Eagle is Vi getting some good experience from this fight. You love to see it. Confident in this Black Monolith? The team decent? Yeah, I think so. The team's pretty good. I think we've got a pretty good team for Black Monolith. We found the ancient temple, so we've got the holy waters to start the battle with. We've got some pretty good weapons for it. We've got good bros. We've got lots of forged bros, which are particularly good in Monolith. So it should be a pretty good one. So reading books in Gladiator / Lone Wolf just means having your cultist banner guy do it. Yeah. Honestly, I hadn't even thought about that part of it, but that makes the library... Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There are several more origins to do before we reach that point anyway, so... You can always sell the book. True, I'm very good at that. Was there an update? The game has bridges now? What? At least get 400 foot next time. True. If you're gonna sell the book, you may as well not get ripped off. If you and Akibio keep your flank work up, I think you'll be okay. Yeah. You and Akibio, at the start, are actually going to be in charge of the Necro Savants. You're going to be on strict Necro Savant duty right at the start, which is kind of the most important job to have. If that is under control, then Monolith is a cakewalk. Not the Necros, ruh-roh. The Necros are that's the big spooky threat. That's like the wild card threat, I should say. That's like the thing that, if it gets out of control, can really get out of control. Let's see, there was something I was going to... Alright, Eaglesvi got his final 2 levels. So we're definitely going to get him Killing Frenzy, and then for the last perk... I don't know. I feel like a lot of things would be fine. Extra fire pots for the Necros would be nice. Yeah, we've got a bunch of fire pots ready. But yeah, we'll definitely be using fire pots for the Necros. Bullseye, Recover. Recover would be the one that would make the most sense, actually. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I've returned. I'll take a Frosty and a couple of them cute little square burger patties on whatever burgers they have at Wendy's. He's just fucking around at this point, so the stream isn't over in 30 minutes. Well, no, we wanted to get Eaglet's Vi up to level 11, but we are gearing up to do Monolith for sure. Hello, Grib. Right back to it, Fearsome 2. Fearsome's not going to do us any good in the Monolith fight. The Monolith fight's kind of the only one we really care about. It's like, we'll do like only a couple more fights. What's the chance of winning the run in the next 30 minutes? You have to go back to work. Oh, boo. Probably won't complete the Black Monolith fight within 30 minutes, most likely. And hello, Grib. Welcome, welcome. I actually think on Eaglet's Vi, what I might do because it can sometimes be handy to have just one person. Ooh, Battleforge value. Now that's an interesting one. Out of curiosity, just to humor myself. 51% nimble. Huh. How can you tell how much nimble matters? Generally speaking, and I'm literally about to violate this, so ignore what you see on screen now. This is special circumstances, special bro, special gear. Generally speaking, you want to try to remain close to exactly 15 fatigue penalty total between your helmet and body armor to get to 40. Generally speaking, that's going to be your best bet. Nimble is way stronger at 40% compared to, say, 50%. It sounds like it's only a difference of 10%, but you can really think of it as 250% of your base HP versus 200% of your base HP. Kind of. So I don't even think, it's not exactly even memes. I mean, it's kind of memes. Nimble Forge is, I'm not gonna go so far as to say it's a meme. It is actually like powerful when you but it's like, it requires named gear and it's kind of, I don't know. So it's armor plus helmet. Yeah, armor plus helmet. And going up to 17 isn't bad for nimble. I agree with that. Certainly, I've had plenty of like setups on this squad throughout the run that have been above that. I mean, Lucid Tavi right now is above that. Though maybe shouldn't be. Probably like put this on him. That's a pretty sweet looking setup. Can you add text to speech for the points liturgy? No, I don't think so. I have no intention of doing that. And we got an attachment that we can throw onto Master Maticus's armor for mono as well. Actually, why would I do that? I can just move over something else entirely. Why not? I've seen it drive a man mad. All right, we're gonna do Nimble Forge on Eaglet's Vi. Why not? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 777,777,775. I don't. Yeah, it's crazy. Artosis mentioned indirectly. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. What he puts up with? I don't know. Kind of encourages. Mario Mosey, yeah, right. Peach. Bowser. Anyway. Okay, so I think it's day 137. I think we're gonna start sketching out our exact course of action, our exact path. Black Monolith is all the way over here. We do have time where we can hit up each of the southern cities one more time. Head up to the ancient statue. We'll drink our potions and then move from there directly to the Black Monolith. Master Maticus, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. You are about to lead us as the thrower tank to great victory in Monolith. A build. I've done a thrower that off tanks, but I've never done a tank that off throws. There's a few things I would do differently if I could go back and do it again. But it was still very effective. What's the lowest initiative, bro, where dodge is still useful? That's hard to answer. Kind of depends on the build. I thought the idea was he throws tanks. It would be effective. Okay, so... Throw tank is secretly one of the highest value plays this run. I kind of agree. How close are you to OG, Roxanne? It's me. You've been with the company for 121 days. So hired around day 16. Love the throw tank build. Squirrel Sanctuary says, yeah, it's been good. And yeah, throwing guns. I have to imagine that's somewhat effective. We'll grab some more potions that I'm not sure I'll even need. Yeah, throwing mastery javelins are really powerful, which is kind of crazy, you know? Who could have predicted this? Who could know that? You know? Not me. We should grab some more pots. I think we've got a lot, actually. I think we've got a sufficient amount. All right, we'll do one more fight against some briggies. One little last hurrah against some brigands. Even Reddit likes jabs. True. You could know that a spear with range 2 to 4 could be good. You know, a javelin, really, it's just a spear that you throw. We've got enough pot we could film Half Baked again. What a great movie. That one I've seen. I'm not sure if that would be surprising or not. Why was 6 afraid of 7? I'm gonna guess it's not because 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna guess it's a different reason. Was a registered 6 offender. See, this is where I need a soundboard so I can just press a button. It can go or boom 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 or wah 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 wah. Another classic. 7 hasn't been the same since. It'll change a man. You know what they say? What goes around comes around. Yeah, that's as they say. Easy come. Why is 3 and 2 scared of 1? I don't know, why? Some nice build choices this run. Adrenaline Mason, Ikatal, Death Blows, Javelin, Frontline Tank, love it. Yeah, we've had some fun ones, for sure. I've enjoyed a lot of the builds in this run. There've been a nice batch of special snowflakes presented to us that needed a special build. And it's always fun when you can do that, you know? Slurgy loves to cook. I didn't just cook a Thanksgiving feast for, like, you know, Lord knows. I should have got the head count at least. A lot of people. But I wouldn't do that if I didn't have to cook. The lone wolf spear wall who's never 3 tiles away from friendlies. But you will be in Monolith. In Monolith, it will happen. That's like for sure. And we'll see how it holds up. Imagine if all the bros who survived the run suddenly showed up for Thanksgiving dinner and all the bros who didn't attacked. Well, luckily, most of the ones that didn't survive are all level, you know, whatever, 1 and 2. At least. Certainly more so than the ones that survive, that are all fully decked out. Have had a lone wolf spear wall that was more than 3 tiles from an alley. Yeah, the sad thing about that is that that bro could have and should have lived. That was user error. That was streamer error. That was me screwing up and having the bro do something he wasn't meant to do because I got my mental wires crossed, which is really too bad. And stupid, really. That's the real. We do want the Black Book event to proc before we do Monolith. Like, I'm not gonna sit and wait for it for forever, but we do want it to proc. Imagine not having a thrower with the smoke pot as a dedicated bailout. Yeah. We should make some stories of what happened to the bros after back Monolith. Yeah, kind of like when you, I do like that when you retire from a campaign, it'll give you like a little blurb of each bro. Like, this monk went on to start a monastery or whatever, which is pretty cool. I do like that. All right, I think we've got all the supplies we could ever need. Lord knows we do. So we're just going to run up north towards the ancient statue. All those night vision potions, yeah. We were intending on doing Goblin City, so I was collecting them. Now they're nothing more than a collection. I've got 2 strange mushrooms, okay. If there were any advantage to fighting Black Monolith at night, we'd be, you know, able to do it. What would that advantage be? You know, against all those ranged archers? Missed opportunity for skeleton archer. We'll check the weapon and armor smiths quick. Army smiths? Armor smiths. Man, we also have not had any salets for sale, which is really too bad. That is an upgrade that legit would be nice. Skeleton archers were in the beta? No kidding. Were they really? I wonder why they chose to get rid of them. Just to give the faction kind of a more clean identity, I suppose. The sort of mindless rush at you doesn't have the same effect when it's mindless defensive bulwark, maybe. I'd be curious what the rationale was for cutting it. Oh my goodness. I think we just got Krakelak a new sword. Would you look at that? Huh. Cool. Yeah, it's shiny. I mean, it's good. It's not like wildly good. Like, let's not get too crazy. So it's got a damage roll. We're good with the damage roll. What we'd really like is damage ignores armor, but certainly it's good. There's also a good helmet for sale, which we can't afford that and the sword. The sword is actually quite a bit better, I think, for us, whereas the helmet's only a marginal upgrade over a full helm. So, Crackalack, consider yourself the owner of a brand new sword. Instead of the old one's damage of 85 to 100, goes up to 96 to 113. Pretty sweet. Helmet is 22k. Yeah, dude, forge armors are so stupidly expensive. Like, what a joke. Shield damage? No, I think the other one was just... What is the other one? Oh, effectiveness against armor. Effectiveness against armor goes from 100 to 125. We're not using the sword for its effectiveness against armor. We're using it to take things down. I trade a pro instead. Okay, I think we'll make our way up towards the ancient statue. We would really like the Black Book event to proc again, but like, it's gonna take me a little while to get over to Black Monolith, probably 5-ish days. I don't know, I guess I could see if there's a fight nearby. Looks like not. Alright, well, is what it is. We're gonna drink our potions, we'll get everyone set up in the configuration that we need for the Black Monolith fight, and then we'll have at it. So, first things first, Kalashnikova, we're gonna put him all the way on the top flank. He's gonna move up and be our lone wolf spear bro. He's gonna be holding off hordes of undead, and it should be a grand old time. On the front line, we're gonna have our fatigue neutrals set up. We're gonna put, let's see. We're gonna put Master Maticus up at the top to be kind of the main I don't know, dude at the top. That's kind of the even with the spear bro, he's gonna be faced with the biggest surround. Do we gamble how many will die? We could. I could do a real poll. I've only done fake polls so far. Poll. Question. How many bros will be struck down in Black Monolith? 0, 1, 2, 3, 12. We'll set this up for 10 minutes. A real poll. All of them. That's why I did put 12 as an option. All right. I don't want to put the two cleavers next to each other. I guess it's fine. It's only kind of fine. It's fine. 0, you say 0? 0 is also one of the options. Okay. So, we're gonna do gear first. Kalashkova, I think, is perfect just the way he is. We would really like the undead necklace on him. That didn't happen, unfortunately. He's not gonna be able to really use Spirit, the war dog here. He's just gonna be spear walling the whole time. He's definitely gonna be getting a second wind potion, but we'll divvy out potions here soon. You're perfect. That's right, you're perfect just the way you are. I said it because I meant it. Master Maticus. Certainly we're going to give... We don't need that or that. A smoke pot, a throwing net. 2 throwing axes? Sure. Could also give him... How about instead of the smoke pot? I think because the northern flank... Let's see, let's get out these holy waters. We'll have him use a holy water at the start too. Der Hirnschmelzer is also going to throw a flask of holy water, and then we'll put the third holy water somewhere at the bottom. I guess Ragged Edge 82 could do it. Works for me. So throwing the holy water takes 20 fatigue, so we'll want to make sure we can do that. We also can throw a fire pot. So we'll throw a few of those at the start. May as well. We're just gonna have our fatigue neutrals do that at the start before they, you know, do something else. I kind of also feel like Searoy 7 should be at the top. The other, basically the 2 bros of the Armor of the Idjarok, where the miasma is going to get focused the most, and Searoy 7 is probably the second most defensive bro behind Master Maticus, so we'll have him also kind of occupying that big chunk of undead at the top. Slurgy hired boss to boost the viewing. God. Best viewers. Best viewers. The ads never stop. Eagle is Vi. We can have start out with a throwing net. Do I have any reinforced throwing nets? No. Just regular. Oh, did I allow multiple votes? Oh my god. I shouldn't have allowed multiple votes. I see. People are voting 0 over and over and over again. Damn it. Well, I appreciate your confidence, but I kind of accidentally screwed up my own poll, huh? I just looked at the results, or like as they're coming in, and 103 people have voted for 0. Which doesn't make sense. Whoops. Extra votes cost channel points. Shoot. I left that checked. Oh well. Well, whatever. Okay, I want to make sure... We've got really good rondels, the best daggers on the cleavers in the back, because that actually does sort of matter, because they may occasionally need to pull those out to stab at necro savants. Hello Black Fires, I'm saying hi to YouTube, how nice. Yeah, we'll get flash pots here in the back, for sure. I'm actually gonna have... Let's see. Deep Space Cowboy. is going to start out with a net. Akibio is going to start with a flash pot. And is going to have a fire pot in reserve. Roxanne, it's me, is going to have a flash pot. So we've got one smoke pot on Deep Space Cowboy. And that's the only one. That's probably fine. Really should only need one anyway. Let's do a fire pot instead of a net on Master Maticus. Lucid Tavi could start out with a net out. I think that makes sense. We'll have him throw the net before he swaps to the cleaver. Okay, so I think gear and arrangement-wise, I'm good. Yay. Have fun at work, Kalashnikova. As much fun as you can, anyway. Alright, so we'll get this rondel somewhere. Maybe on, like, Dr. Wisniewski. Okay, I think that's good. So now let's talk about potions. Kalashnikova is who we're going to look at first because his potions are going to be the most important for what we need to do. No real need for initiative. The only two things he needs is a ton of fatigue. So enhanced stamina will be very important for this fight. And also could get hit with enemies, causing us to need some resolve. So we'll go and drink the Lionheart potion. Interestingly enough, we could do like strange mushrooms to have him do more damage, but we're not going to do that. The two strange mushrooms, actually, I already know where those are going to go. They're going to go to Eagle's Eye and Lucid Tavi. Munch munch. Cleaver Boy is going to cleave. Master Maticus, our thrower tank. Probably he will also make pretty good use of the second wind potion. So we'll drink one of those. I think that's probably it there. Searoy 7. I don't think he needs anything. Perfect just the way he is. Der Hirnschmelzer. Same deal. Doesn't need a thing. Ragged Age 82. Definitely going to give him the Lionheart potion. Other than that, same deal. I don't know that he needs anything. Crackalack has dodge. We'll have him drink a cat potion. And I think he's good. 56 resolve tank. True, we'll have him drink a Lionheart potion. Agreed. That is actually way necessary. Good call. Eagle's Eye and Lucid Tavi both going to drink second wind potions. Deep Space Cowboy. Oh, and let's see. Do they... Lucid Tavi has dodge, so we'll give him cat potion. Poll ended. The winning vote is 0 at 104 votes, which is currently twice the number of viewers in the channel. So, you know, is what it is. Deep Space Cowboy. I don't think we really need to worry about giving him a second wind potion. Might give that to Roxanne, it's me. Our last one there. And then we just need to give cat potions. Definitely one on Akibio. And then we've got extra cat potions. We can interestingly enough, let's see. If we can get everyone above 39 after they recover from sickness, everyone will be faster than the undead. Like all of them. I look at Cracklex and I was like, what the hell? Why is that so high? I think we can do that, actually. Cat potion here, here, and here. And then that can enable us to do some shenanigans as we retreat. Pretty sure Master Maticus will not be faster based on prior experiences. He will be in the first round. And that's what I'm talking about here. All right, so then we're gonna touch the ancient statue. Boom. So I guess technically I can and should, because I'm a responsible person, update our legendary location thing in the chat bot. Update the chat command. Legendary location. Ancient statue, complete. And the reason we did that is to boost everyone's mood up as we recover from sickness. Needless housekeeping, accurate. And then we're just gonna click on the ground next to the black monolith and make our way over there. We are hoping that on our way there, a mysterious trader comes to greet us. We're gonna be mindful. Oh my God, we've done it. All right, and I think in this particular run, we're gonna go with this fancy golden shield. Kalashnikova. If enemies break through the spear wall, they're going to struggle bus against him. All the polearm weapons that are going to be next to him are going to get dazed. How did you know? I mean, it was the next, I mean, that was good timing, I will admit. I mean, I knew it was a super high probability in the next event that procced, and it's been a while since one procced. Yeah, this guy is a character in the Battle Brothers books. I definitely want to read those. So, we'll give him the Gilder's Embrace. Also could give it to Master Maticus. Debatably, maybe that would be better. But just in case enemies break through Kalashikova's defenses, he's probably the one at most at risk. So we're gonna leave it there. Continuing on. Applying dazed is much better on a forged guy. Why? That seems potentially reasonable, but I'm not sure why that might be. As it negates the HP damage tickles. So I guess what you're saying is, because it lowers the enemy's damage overall a little bit, that the extra damage that tickles through gets reduced as well. And I mean, I guess that's kind of, I'm less worried about that as I am the bros, what they're going to experience on the battlefield. You'll see. I think based on how we're going to use them. We're going to stop by Adlerstein quick on the way there to check their armor smith. Damn it. I just wanted a shiny Hamlet. what I was hoping to see there was Saleh for sale. Having a high risk bro feel safer, exactly. I don't think there's going to be anything here for us. Do I have any drunks? Actually, I could check this. If nobody's a drunk, I'm sure someone's a drunk, right? Kibio's a drunkard. All right. I was going to say, otherwise I can safely get one drink at the tavern, right? You want to be? All these towns visited and still no tavern rumor. We've spammed rumors a couple times this run. I think we found a famed item from it. Maybe. Maybe not though. Maybe not this run. After losing so many bros, you deserve it. Alright, let's make sure we don't get too close to any camps. That way we don't have an incident just like happened to us at Goblin City. Barbarians blocking the pass. We're just gonna go up and around them. The reason we're avoiding them is we've got these potions active and we don't want to lose their effect. They only last for one battle. What are we looking for? Oh, we're going straight for Black Monolith is what we're doing. We're not looking for anything except to avoid fights on our way to the final fight. Oh, Minstrel Retinue Valley. Oh, right! I forgot. We got the Minstrel. Yes, yes, yes. The Minstrel gets rid of the quote-unquote useless tavern rumors. "11 cocky barbarians." True. I got these orc hunters who I don't think are engaging me. They're not chasing, so I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Is it worth keeping the minstrel around? No, not really. We did it just because, you know, there was one retinue slot and nothing really was meaningful to fill it. Do you have the scout? Oh lord, we have the scout. We got the scout first thing. All right. Would it have been possible to pull the orcs into mono? Not that you would, but is it possible? I think it is not possible. I think any legendary fight is forced to be like a... no third parties are even possible to bring in. All right. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick just to make sure that's not something in the back of my mind during this fight and interrupts me. And then we'll go in. We'll do this in just a moment. Be right back. All right, we're going in. Wish me luck. You're reclined, you have your whiskey in hand. Now entertain me, love it. Okay, I see a spot where Kalashnikova, oh my god, this is pretty good. These rocks, so if Kalashnikova goes to this hex and spear walls, that's really good. Right? Like, look at these boulders 2 hexes away. That's wonderful. Cool. So no one can reach him this turn. So if I want to be confident that I'm definitely going before them next turn, I guess he's faster, right? I could just go up here and end turn. I feel like I like that. Cool. And we're gonna wait on everyone else. Didn't pop the caca. We will. I'm just letting him move up first. Okay. The very important caca has been popped. So the back line's gonna move down to here. Kalashnikov's gonna have his work cut out for him. So I am still gonna throw the fire pots. Let's see. Master Maticus could be here, and it wouldn't disrupt Kalashnikov's spear wall. So the front line can move back exactly 2, and that's fine. So holy water. The way we've got these distributed, I think we'll throw with the maximum amount of splash. I think that's pretty good. Unless I want to put Eagle's Vice somewhere like here, somewhere crazy. Kind of feel like that works. Yeah, come at me, Necro Savants. Not the best holy water there from Master Maticus. Roxanne, it's me, might come back here and make himself a target. for the Necro Savants to jump on. and then with the Hernsmelzer. Got a splash onto one that already had holy water on him. Still pretty good. Alright, so let's see what the Necro Savants do. Now, the one thing I really don't want them to do is jump directly on top of Kalashnikova. Just wait on a few of these bros. Interestingly, the Necro Savants are slightly split up in kind of an awkward way. I think the key here is we'll just wait. We'll let them come to us. Okay, now all these ones at the holy water, we don't need to do anything to them. So we're actually going to, at least on this round, equip the reach weapons and attack over top. Akibio, I might have pull out the fire pot and throw that. I feel like that's got really good value right here. Like, it's just really nice. Lucid Tavi. Could either have him disarm someone or put the net on someone. Let's disarm King. We're gonna scream as we do it. Crackalack. Let's finish off an enemy here. May as well. No, sprayed with holy water. Don't need to. Sprayed with holy water, okay. We'll throw here. Very close to a kill. Could throw the flash pot just to reduce damage. Feels a little weak, but it is an option. I guess it's fine. I guess Master Maticus didn't get any throwing in, huh? Pull out his shield. And we'll end on it. Haha! Kalashnikova says no, no, no. Except to that one Ancient Honor Guard. So out of curiosity, yeah, that was a 95%er. Yeah, I don't want that. This I don't want to have happen. That's garbage. I guess these boulders blocking movement and blocking sight sort of sucks. Maybe shouldn't have put Eagle's Vi exactly there. We'll wait on Lusitavi. There will be an opening here soon. Ooh, Cracklock almost got a double kill there with a single attack. Could have Ragged Edge 82 finish him off. I think I will. Even though this Ancient Legionary was sprayed with Holy Water, I could attack here just to get Zerk Frenzy. Seems good. I guess just Berserk, huh? Oh, whatever. God, do I also just shield wall instead of only spear walling? There's so many Necro Savants on top of them. I kind of feel like I do. It feels stupid. I don't want to do it that way. That uses so much fatigue. But I don't want these Necro Savants to get any successful attacks on. Melee defense is 78. Yeah. That feels bad. Lovely. Got the stun on that Necro Savant. The spear plan completely fell apart. Kind of. The Necro Savants jumping on him was obnoxious. Master Maticus really isn't getting attacked by much at all. I'm gonna wait here. See what we have to do. I have him throw a fire pot up there. Definitely gonna get Akibio down here and do some death blows. Already procced 9 lives, you love to see it. So we could have Lusitavi try to finish him off. Could also have Lusitavi go around this way to actually help this backline, which seems maybe like a good idea. Necro Savants might jump on him, but he's kind of good against them. So do I bother proccing Adrenaline? No? Not this turn. And there's the Conqueror. Feels a little weird, but alright, Kibio popped off that guy, so we'll wait now. There they come. Go ahead and proc 9 lives on one of them already. See if this is a finishing blow. Not quite. Let's see, put down a dog or just attack with the sword? Probably attack with the sword. Greed. Greed got me. Nice spear walling Kalashkova. Roxanne, it's me with the 2-for-1 special. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get the shield back. And let's grab the sword just to make sure this ancient legionary can't move anywhere. Maybe attack it next turn even. Oof, 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 oof. Alright, Kalashkova in danger. Wavering. Still holding him off well. Might put a dog down just to have it go on that Necro Savant. Yeah, just so that they relieve some pressure from Eaglet's Eye. Uh-oh. Eaglet's Eye is probably dead. Oh, Kalashkova's probably dead. Well. And now that they're falling, that actually puts Lucid Tavi in danger. Well. And there goes Kalashkova. Roxanne, it's me is getting rocked. Holy shit. This isn't a good look at turn 5? No, this is terrible. Alright, Lucid Tavi needs to back up. At least to here. We'll get a Kibio with them. Roxanne, it's me is fleeing. Hopefully we'll be able to rally. Is this hex that bad for Lucid Tavi? Yes. Yeah, no, we gotta back him up. At least to there. We'll get Ragged Edge nice and close, and we'll do a rally directly in melee. Okay, it worked. Okay, Master Maticus. A little tempted to shield push here and move into that hex. Make sure the polearms can only attack at him instead of at 0-7. I think that's slightly better. Oh man, that's a really bad horror. Alright, definitely gonna get a Kibio on this Necro Savant. Very close. So Roxanne, it's me could just simply pull out his dagger and give 2 stabs at that Necro Savant. Is that better than hitting this Legionary? I think it might be. That was so good. Double 33, yeah. Okay, see if Crackalack can finish off this Legionary heal. And I suppose no one else is going to fill that gap, but we may still have him move there at the end of his turn. We'll see. Lucid Tavi. Let's see. I suppose I can save fatigue by swapping to the dagger and using that. Okay. God, the Conqueror is in a terrible spot for us. It's actually really, really bad. So let's see. Let's send Roxanne, it's me, over to the right. I want to make it where he comes around to help with the priests. Deep Space Cowboy is going to get up and start using his gun. You're back, who got? Kalashkova and shit, the other guy. Yeah, the Cleaver guy that I put in a stupid place. I suppose I could try to shoot at the Necro Savant, take that out that way. That probably makes the most sense. What was the hit chance there? 54. That was worth doing. Okay, we'll get a Kibio up here. Give him a stab. I think I am gonna have Crackalack take this Hex. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I could go here. It's gonna be fighting Miasma for so long. No one's gonna push over. But by moving from here, we remove the adjacency resolve bonus to our allies, which we do really care about. It's just 10 damage. This melee defense is probably really good. 51. That is really good. Let's get in here. Alright, definitely want to get the resolve banner buff all over this group. Do I hit the Conqueror with a sword? Seems kind of bad. I think it's the best play though. I can't hit him anyway. Alright, let's get Lucid Tavi hitting this Honor Guard probably. Don't want to send him back to here. See Roy 7 being the Chad he's been all run. Ragged Edge 82 probably have attacked this Necro Savant. Can move here as well to improve adjacency bonus for others. Still within 4 hexes of Master Maticus, so. Very nice attack from Der Herrnschmelzer. Roy 7. Incredible. Okay, Roxanne, it's me, is gonna move up here. Have enough for the stun. Just enough fatigue for the stun. 50% hit chance. We can wait. We can improve that very slightly. by letting Deep Space Cowboy pull out a sword first. That'll make it go from 50 to 55. Kibio's gonna pull out the Legion's Mangler for the remainder of this fight. Got the stun. I was curious if the 5% would have mattered. It didn't in this case, but... Oh shit. Conqueror got some big attacks on Searoy 7. Holy buckets. Let's see, this is a 2... Oh, I actually wish that push would have worked. Oh. God, these horrors have been hitting. They've been hitting and it's... Shit. Let's see, put a dog down, probably best. Dog AI don't. Don't. Dog AI don't. Not the blue button, yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get Lucid Tavi on the back line. I think we're gonna send him up here and rally for Searoy 7. Can't have him wavering. It's just can't. Okay. Holy shit. Searoy 7. Good boy. Lucid Tavi's gonna die. I actually kind of wonder if I should put a dog down for the extra damage on the Conqueror. Which is kind of a wild play. But he can attack at the start of next round as well. There's not a good shot right now. I could potentially throw a smoke pot for Master Maticus to get back behind the fatigue neutrals and pull out his throwing axes. Also gets rid of the miasma, which is like legit kind of important. Oh my god, that's right, it's till the end of the fucking round. I've done that again. How have I done that again? It's still actually okay, but... we need Skull to be a very good boy. We need Cracklack has gotta hit this. Fuck. That's really bad. I don't think this can be lethal. Nope. Fuck. I cannot hit this Conqueror. Another horror got hit on Der Hirnschmelzer. If I go here, I can shoot the Conqueror. It's not going to be lethal though. It's not enough damage. Could chip armor off these. It's probably the best we've got. I guess chipping armor here is okay too. Fuck it, let's get a Kibio right on the Conqueror. He's fast. We can finish him off before he gets the chance to go. That's such a terrible hex to be at though. Unless he gets a kill. Why'd this guy come down? Got the kill. Got the priest. Okay. This is a very scary hex to put Crackalek in. However, we need to free up the spot for Roxanne, it's me. We can get right on top of this polearm legionary. Okay, Roxanne It's Me still has 9, so we're gonna take a step up, go for that kill. Okay, that was really good. Do I bring him up all the way for next round? I think yes. Not gonna do adrenaline though, because if he can get the kill, he can weapon swap and get a second attack in. Deep Space Cowboy. I think I'm gonna have him pick up this War Scythe and attack this Ancient Honor Guard. Actually. Okay. Great. We'll just go for the hit there on the Ancient Honor Guard so it can be finished off next turn. This is an interesting twist of fate where instead of Roxanne It's Me setting up for Akibio is going to be setting up for Roxanne It's Me here. Or maybe just Crackalack. Crackalack couldn't quite do it. That was really good. Really good turn by Roxanne It's Me. Really good. So Dr. Vishnevsky, I could have finished off this Ancient Honor Guard, or potentially this one. This one's scarier. Let's do that. Take a little heat off der Herrn Schmelzer. Very important kill by Ragged Edge 82. Stormtail. It's very brave of you. Alright, so we should probably get Crackalack out of the miasma. We can have him pull out his spiky stake. Attack this Ancient Honor Guard. Dr. Vishnevsky and der Herrn Schmelzer are going to team up on this Ancient Honor Guard here. Take him out. I'm going to wait on Roxanne It's Me. We're going to let this Ancient Honor Guard go first, since he's got a reach weapon. Kill that priest? Yeah, no shit. You really do need to. That's what we need. I don't mean no shit like dismissively, I mean like agreeing with you. Okay, Deep Space Cowboy. I'm going to have... pull out his sword and get slightly out of miasma, be ready for next turn to help out melee. God, they hate dogs. They're monsters. And we're gonna put Ragged Edge 82 up here so we can get an attack in. These are all pull weapons, so Akibio can move forward. May as well help get a better surround bonus for this Ancient Honor Guard for Dr. Vishnevsky's turn. Of Crackalack move forward. Again, soften up the same enemy with the Crypt Cleaver. Fuck you, Ancient Priest. Nine proc on Dr. Vishnevsky. He can't move out of the miasma, but he'll be able to next turn. Roxanne, it's me. We can not move forward because of the miasma this turn, but we could Adrenaline to move forward next turn. Or we just save our fatigue? What would we use it for? Stuns? Maybe a killing frenzy? One of these two is going to go away. I can't remember which one. So yeah, let's Adrenaline. Oh, back there. Oh shit. And we still have... Oh, that was a stupid Adrenaline. We can't move forward. We have to wait. Move forward. They're two War Scythes. He'll just die. Soften up this Ancient Honor Guard for Crackalack. There we go, that was a really good hit. Is that enough to finish this guy? It might be. That would mean pulling the banner down. Pulling out a pole weapon. Fuck yeah, got it. Alright. Alright, let's bring Deep Space Cowboy to engage the priest. Dr. Vishnevsky has to completely move out. Roxanne, it's me, can walk forward now. I mean, he's got enough. Yeah, get a stun. And with the dagger, Ragged Edge 82 slams that guy down. Darn Smeltzer will simply release Lord, the War Dog. Roxanne, it's me, is gonna get the hell out of this miasma. Push his way forward. Deep Space Cowboy gonna run to the flank. Dr. Vishnevsky gonna run up too. Yeah, what a bloodbath indeed. Oh my god. Whoever just gave a whole bunch of... The anonymous person who gave a whole bunch of gift subs. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, this fight is now a W. But holy shit. That was an absolute bloodbath. Absolute bloodbath. Oh, hey, oh my god. Thank you for all the, oh my god, little turd is here? Great. Space potatoes here, giant spruce, a store of sunlight. Tongde, Manshonbe, Zapka Spirez. Man, so many wonderful folks are all in here lurking. Zenithot 2, everyone. Akibio, Jam Nicholson, Vance Lightning. Thank you for the sub, Vance Lightning. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna be honest. There was a period about... Crackalack, you definitely did well that fight. Definitely. One of the highest damage dealers on the team. I made, like, one really big mistake in where I positioned Eaglet's Eye. We had shitty luck / this was always something that could happen with the Necrosavants jumping on top of Kalashnikova. And then just a series of bad rolls against some of the Necrosavants. But mostly, it was just bad positioning at the start that really spiraled out of control. And as soon as things started to get dicey, you know how when you get like bad news and there's this like feeling deep in the pit of your stomach, it's like right here. I started to feel that. And I was like, holy shit. I'm gonna lose the run. I really thought it was gonna happen. And it was really close, actually. The way that the Conqueror moved, too. Yeah, I felt the asshole puckering, definitely. Yeah, this game can change so quickly. Holy shit. You know, one of the things, my goal that I seek to demonstrate in this whole Winstreak series is not just to win Black Monolith, but to win it convincingly. This was not convincingly. What would happen if you lost a streak? I actually don't know. I've not made such plans. Holy shit. Yeah, I definitely failed on that criteria. But luckily, as per the criteria of counting a W, this one counts. Holy shit. So I was puckering and I'm not even playing it. Yeah, I mean, it was bad. You know, usually I try to remain, you know, fairly engaging with chat and I'm explaining what I'm doing. There was a period where I like blacked out. I think I was just silent. Your conclusion is that having a nimble, non-underdog spear guy as your main tank is not viable for Monolith. Yes. And they demonstrated exactly how it can fail with the Necrosavants jumping on top of him To which I'll say never again. Also, the shield was completely useless. I think we dazed like 2 enemies. This didn't seem convincing. I demand a do-over, restart the whole run. You didn't speak for 10 minutes? Did I really? That's so fucking funny. Yeah, I think that's probably true. I probably didn't speak for a full 10 minutes. Was the gun guy useless? No. I mean, he was also a thrower. So he has a gun, but he also has, like, throwing axes. That was Deep Space Cowboy. He did some good stuff. I don't think you spoke for turn 6 through 10. Oh my god. Range tank, kind of MVP too or nah? In the run? So, for the whole run overall, I think actually the secret MVP for most of the fights was Searoy 7. And I think secondary MVP was Master Maticus. But we can, as is tradition, go through each bro and give them a proper send-off. Slurgy thinking this chat is doomed. What will chat think of me? You know, honestly, though I do care what chat thinks of me, the main thing is how I think of myself, and I'd have been heartbroken for myself. So, Jesus. Felt like he held it down and prevented collapse there in Monolith, but every bro mattered. Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely. Hype chest, what the hell? I've never seen this. I get to press a button? Open. Rewards. Kitty love emote. Whoa! Twitch. Okay, I don't know. Oh, Twitch. In this fight, he would have done good with a shiny shield. Yeah, he would have. He really would have. I mean, I really thought, I mean, to be honest, I didn't anticipate 3 Necro Savants jumping on Kalashnikova, and they jumped on him in the specific hexes where I wanted the Ancient Dead to bounce off of. And that's not what happened. Tell me I'm the camp cheerleader holding all these weapons? You sure are. Yeah, the Necro Savants completely ruined the spear plan. Well, you know, it was an experiment. I wanted to try it. I now know that this perk and this perk, I feel like they're just mutually exclusive. Though, it was good for the Barbarian Madman fight. So it was nice to be able to use that on Loyosh, who unfortunately passed. But that was pretty legit. Those 2 hexes seemed blessed, but they were cursed. Yeah, and I should have moved in 1 more and even thought about it. But I was like, oh, I don't want to get trapped. Trapped? I'm already trapped. I sent him up there. That was stupid. I made a huge, huge blunder in sending Eagle's Vi to that top hex. That was absolutely stupid, honestly. In your current run, you're in Lone Wolf on a Spearbow solely for Mad Barb. Yeah, I think that from that perspective, if that's the only way you try to use the perk, I actually think that's totally valid. Famstacks. Lone Wolf is more of a knife bro flanking perk, I think. Honestly, Lone Wolf, the main use for Lone Wolf most of the time is just for a tank that you can send off who can make use of the extra range defense, melee defense, and resolve. Well, let's go through each and every bro and give them a proper send-off, say what they did for the company, etc., etc. Kalashnikova, the only survivor through the whole thing. The only one who made it from the very beginning to the very end. And he gets a sweet injury. He gets a secret buff with a missing eye. Legend with a missing eye. Been with the company for 145 days, took part in 223 battles and has 188 kills. Kalashnikova was an absolute rock. One of my Slurgy classic spear bros, with a twist this time. The twist was just twisting my arm, but hey. The spear and shield. Absolutely, there were a few Orc Sea of Tents camps that were from around day 100, somewhere in there, where we were just busting Sea of Tents camps, like bam, 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 bam. And he was holding off Orc warriors like a master. So, if he had died, would that have been a loss because of the Northern Raider rules? Like if you won the fight but if he died, would you just not lose the game? No. The only conditions where that's true is Gladiators, you lose if you lose all 3 of your starting bros, and Lone Wolf, you lose if you lose your Lone Wolf. So it's for Gladiators and Lone Wolf. But yeah, Kalashnikova. And there were many times where even after we spec'd Lone Wolf, he was like completely surrounded by like 4 bros, still spearwalling, but yeah. Anyway, well played Kalashnikova. Up next, Master Maticus. Now Master Maticus, this was secretly an awesome build. With the company for 136 days, took part in 222 battles, 176 kills. So when we got a poacher with clumsy and determined and really high range skill in these talent stars, I was like, oh no. Do I make a thrower who's an off tank? Because I've done that before, I think it's okay. Instead, we made a tank who was an off thrower. Maticus had it in fashion too. Oh yeah, definitely. Most of this run, he was looking good. I think if I were to go back, if I were to redo this slightly, I think I'd actually drop bags or recover. Maybe both. And certainly quick hands. Quick hands would have been great. We were constantly needing to swap weapons on him. Slurgy loves tanks monstrosities and they all work. I do love tank monstrosities. If you look in the earliest runs in this Winstreak series, I ran traditional tanks for like the first 3 in the series. And they're fine. But I like my monstrosities. I like to cook, you know? But yeah, I would have wanted quick hands. This build needed quick hands. I actually think it still did really well. But if I had dropped like recover and bags and instead took quick hands and either Fort Mind or Pathfinder, I think I'd have liked it better. Yeah, I didn't intend on having him hold the northern flank in mono. I was planning on the spear wall shenanigans from day 1. So, is throwing weapons worth it without duelist? I'm gonna give you a kind of. There are a lot of situations where they're still really good, and he definitely showed that. Duelist makes them do way more damage though. Duelist is really good. So, well done, Master Maticus. That was great. He did great, and it was wonderful. Up next, Searoy 7. Now, Searoy 7 is as far as build goes, pretty plain Jane, with the company for 100 days. One of our kind of later pickups. I was always worried about Fat going away as I was like pumping his secondary stats, but stayed the whole time. He's been a fat iron jaw, and Searoy 7, like there was, again, in the Orc Sea of Tents camps that we were doing around day 100-ish, he was like an absolute, no one could hit him. He was pretty incredible. But yeah, the throwing weapons, him holding throwing weapons, I mean, Master Maticus, enemies were charging at him like crazy. Does Surgeon also bring... No, he's up back to full health because he has the armor that you rock on. That's the same deal with Master Maticus. Yeah. But yeah, Searoy 7, like, just did incredible. I didn't even have to make a Searoy 8 or a Searoy 9. Searoy 7 did what he needed to. And yeah, Manifest Destiny, again, very true. Bows take two hands. So you can't do a duelist with bows. Der Hirnschmelzer was another kind of late-ish pickup. Kind of like Searoy 7's Shadow. We picked him up a little bit afterwards. They have like... He was in a few fewer battles, a few more kills. He's the one who vanquished the Lore Keeper. Der Hirnschmelzer has been, I think, watching on YouTube and performed great. And we got this very, very, very sweet armor on him, which honestly, would we have lost Monolith if this armor were something else? If it were some other just coat of plates and he had died? Maybe. So thank God we picked up the Black Eyes Einhardt's coat of plates early on. Up next, Ragged Edge 82. Ragged Edge 82, been with the company for 72 days, took part in 75 battles with 62 kills, was a late pickup and was not originally intended to be a banner. This is definitely the banner with the lowest resolve that I've probably built this entire series. And we built him as such because Oro-sama unfortunately fell in the battle at the library. Now, I didn't go back and look at what happened when he died, if I could have moved him off of the hex where the Lore Keeper's lightning struck. But I do plan on still going back to look, because I am curious if I screwed that up or not. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Honorable mention to Odo-sama, for sure, for holding the banner throughout the entire rest of the campaign up until the last, like, 20 days, basically. So yeah, Ragged Edge 82. We adapted and made him the company's banner, and he did fine. He did fine. Would have been better if we'd have been able to make him the fatigue neutral that he was stat-wise destined to be. But we made it work. Crackalack. Now Crackalack, with the company for 93 days, Crackalack was a staple. 128 battles, 137 kills. We knew that Crackalack was going to need help with his melee skill, but he was going to make up for it by having wildly good melee defense by virtue of the fact that he has dodge and an insane amount of initiative. And so I wanted to make him work, but we knew we needed to patch his melee skill. And so the two weapons he has, the Greatsword and even the Jagged Pike, both have additional hit chance. So those, alongside Backstabber, allowed Crackalack to still be in position as a fatigue neutral in those dangerous spots to hold kind of the anchor part of the formation and get a lot of kills. So Crackalack was a very important and sort of cornerstone to the company. We almost lost him in a fight against some undead, some zombie undead, where a fallen hero with a flail hit him in the head 3 times in a row. With like a really low hit chance too. It was almost fatal. But, you know, just a simple concussion and he walked it off. Up next, Dr. Vishnevsky. Now, Dr. Vishnevsky has been a slightly more offensive fatigue neutral. Don't pay quite so much attention to his stats right now because he's got these injuries. But we picked up this really sweet reach hammer that has really good effectiveness against armor so that we could destroy armor from range against orcs and other such things a little bit better. And it worked really well. Dr. Wisniewski with only 80 kills in the 101 battles, but that's going to understate his importance because he was destroying armor primarily for things like cleavers to follow it up and take all the glory. But, whew. Yeah, Dr. Wisniewski, a fairly straightforward fatigue neutral build, but with a hammer. Up next, EELI. He was our converted crusader that we picked up in the Holy War. Certainly will probably be the only converted crusader in this whole run series, one must imagine. We were originally going to make him the spiritual successor to EELI, the first incarnation of this brother's spirit, but he unfortunately died in a totally nonsense fight I shouldn't have taken against Nachos in the arena early on. I'd cursed the run by saying, our obituary is completely clean. Don't smite RNGs that way. It's dangerous. But yeah, when we picked up this converted crusader, we were going to make him a flail duelist, as the original EELI was going to be. But we picked up a weapon that made us change our mind. So she was so innocent then, I was. Unfortunately, I put EELI in a terrible spot for mono and didn't let him participate as well as we could have or should have. So I guess that's that. Up next, Lucid Tavi. Now, Lucid Tavi took part in 125 battles with 221 kills. Man, Lucid Tavi, during the Holy War in particular, was just cleaving through noble armies like they were nothing. This barbarian madman's cleaver that Loyosh picked up for us, the blood-drenched meat axe, was like a buzzsaw. Footmen didn't stand a chance. Bill hooks, also, just mowed right through them. Two-handed cleaver, where normally I don't really like to have quick hands on a build like that, but I think he had it previously anyway before we picked up the cleaver. He was a kind of a pickup that I wasn't sure if I wanted to use him or how I wanted to use him or if I wanted to make him a Catal bro or something, but the cleaver worked out great. He's that anime protagonist, yeah. Plus, it was fun to say Lucid Tavi as a bro's name as we're, talking about what they're doing. Up next, Deep Space Cowboy. Now, Deep Space Cowboy, I've finally adjusted to being a ranged bro because in my head, Deep Space Cowboy is synonymous with tank. But, yeah, he was kind of another Slurgy classic build where he's a thrower, all except for one perk where we've got crossbow and firearm mastery. And I took crossbow and firearm mastery instead of killing frenzy. I feel like that's still the play, but this build is kind of a little bit jack of all trades, master of none's-ish. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a bit tough. It's a bit tough to fit this in and still get the same full thrower accoutrement, No killing frenzy on thrower, go directly to jail. I mean, we were missing it. It would have been nice. This build sucks in mono. Well, the gun sucks in mono. Lowish HP for nimble? Sure, but we're not putting him in danger, right? Kind of wild though to, again, throwers and gunners. When you look at their stats, took part in 179 battles with 296 kills? What a monster. I feel like you should have a complete thrower and a complete gun instead of mixing. Yeah, maybe so. Minus Berserk plus Killing Frenzy. I think that's reasonable too. If he had lower fatigue, I would definitely do it that way. I think with his higher fatigue, I think I like Berserk over Killing Frenzy, given his wildly high fatigue. But if it were any lower, I would definitely... I agree, I would go Killing Frenzy instead of Berserk. Maybe drop Path for Frenzy. Nah, I don't know. It's so important to get your throwers and gunners like on the right hex. And sometimes going up elevation is so important. It's really hard to justify dropping Pathfinder. You think Deep Space Cowboy had a turn where he got 6 kills in 1 round? Almost certainly. I believe that. I bet you there's a turn where he probably got more. I don't know, maybe not. I guess that's kind of asking a lot out of him. But definitely, Slurgy loves his gunners, so expect more gunners in the future. You wouldn't need bags if you didn't mix? Yeah. Right, yes. If I didn't add in throwing, a pure gunner is a lot easier to build and a pure thrower is a lot easier to build, but Kibia says, I think the hybrid gun / thrower is strong. Nothing wrong with doing the build here. Yeah, I think it is strong. I think it's just tough to have a not quite complete thrower. I think in general, I agree that cutting Berserk and adding Killing Frenzy for most bros is going to be better. Actually, what I really would prefer is if he had better melee skill. Then I wouldn't feel bad about missing bags, and I would feel much better about the fact that he can just fight in melee, and then he could probably just have Killing Frenzy instead of bags. But anyway. But yeah, gunner throwers are very versatile for sure, and he definitely performed. Up next, Akibio. With the company for 127 days, took part in 205 battles, and has 379 kills. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was the Conqueror. Holy shit. I have not built many Catal bros in this Winstreak series. I'm not anti-Catal bro. I'm not anti-Catal. I don't dislike them. I don't know where this rumor started. I've never supported it. I'd say this is a pretty standard build for how I like them. So no notes, no changes. Having Drunkard is actually like pretty okay here. We're never really gonna put him in terrible danger, and we certainly didn't. And not even using a famed Catal. No, yeah, never found one, unfortunately. Would have loved to, though. So, have no fear. There will be more Catal bros. I did definitely enjoy, and I enjoyed playing with a Catal bro, and I also feel like we got a good use out of it. This brother was certainly above average stat line compared to most Catal bros. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good, for sure. Up next, Roxanne It's Me. Roxanne It's Me was Akibio's counterpart. If we're being totally honest, when we first picked up this bro, when we first recruited him, I was like, is this a tempo brother? Or is this a permanent fixture of the team? And I wasn't sure. But as soon as we had a established partnership, a pairing, a death blow setup machine in Roxanne It's Me, I felt like there was no way to train up a different bro. And so it wouldn't have been right. So Roxanne It's Me was originally just like kind of a generic dodge quicks hands. As soon as we were really running with the Catal for real, we had to pick up Mace Mastery. And this is a bit of a Franken build. I mean, it like started dodge quick hands. I picked up Berserk, which I kind of regretted, but now actually I think I'm pretty okay with. I think it actually did pretty well. And our 10th perk that we picked on level 11 was Adrenaline. And the nice thing about the way that worked in practice is that, so yes, Roxanne's Me would move after Akibio in combat, and so would move up in position and give a bonk, or try to, so that Akibio could do 2 rounds of death blows. That didn't always happen. The reality is, enemies sometimes block your attacks, or you just miss. And unless you've got wildly high melee skill, you might need a second chance. And even if you do, 5% of all shots are missed. So Adrenaline worked really well. And in that regard, we were able to pop Adrenaline whenever we missed to set up Death Blow for the next turn, because we knew that would always go before Akibio. And that was relevant a lot. Bloxor says, personally, you wouldn't rely on an 85 attack mace guy. I mean, sure, but we also, I mean, I'm already guilty of fishing for chads, right? At some point, you have to accept what the game gives you and make use of it. That is at least part of the motivation behind the 150-day limit. It's pretty loose. I can still fish for chads pretty aggressively, right? But, you know, at some point you've got to accept what the game gives you. So, he didn't just make do. I mean, he was awesome. Took part in 180 battles with 175 kills, but man, really set up a ton of kills for Akibio, for sure. The worst thing, your bro, before you lost your and screwed your build up. You know, maybe, right? So I was originally going to give Roxanne's Me dodge, because he had really good initiative. And, you know, he was just sort of dodge quick hands. But he lost his ear early on. Almost a blessing. Because one, it made him lower in the turn order, so that we could always move after enemies, but before Akibio's wait turn. So we actually kind of wanted the initiative to get lowered. And it let us take some of these perks that we wouldn't have otherwise taken in place of dodge, since he was never going to be put in terribly dangerous positions anyway. Actually worked really well. Scottie Pippen, that's a basketball player. I know that reference. So low-key, the missing ear that we got early on Roxanne's Me was kind of a buff. We actually want him to be a little slower, so it worked well. So a couple honorable mentions. Xerxes 2.0, Chad sitting on bench. Sorry, Xerxes. Never made use of. Nyx Larfs, we should certainly give a shout out to. This is a pure overwhelmed gunner. We never did get to fight any lindworms. We maybe were able to, but literally the one time we found lindworms when we were able to fight them, we were out of ammo, like completely out of ammo, so we couldn't fight him. But Nyx Larfs was very powerful and effective in the fights when we had him. Orosama, as previously discussed, was one of our other starting bros, the starting monk. Negotiated peace with the North, thank God, so that we could finally enter those areas and find the barbarian madman. Mortimer Drock, our historian, who got us our fancy shield. Baron von Pone, who unfortunately just kind of remained a tempo bro. Xenothought 2, oh my god, Xenothought 2, this minstrel that we picked up early on, that we, with no talent and range skill, but we had the jabs and we needed to use them, and that was the only thing he could do. Oh my god. Incredible. And Markward, who, you know, he was bad, but it's fine. Quick obituary run through. The Zoning Bro and Eagledub lost in the arena early on. Real tragedy. That was just a fight I shouldn't have taken. I was even talking about how I hate those fights. I just shouldn't have done it. Just shouldn't have done it. Grib was a hero in an early Necro fight, but unfortunately rose as zombie Grib and had to be taken out. Balin, Stalin, Jamnuska, and Bijante were ambushed in a absolute bullshit camp spawn on top of Goblin City when we were walking over top of it. Spawned the whole camp. It was daytime. We got rooted by the shamans and had to run away, and it was a disaster. And we had to separate the bros and leave some forward to die intentionally so that the whole company didn't get wiped. Giant Spruce as well is in that list. We lost famed items, we lost gunners. Sucked. Corvus Korak taken out in a fight where we got ambushed. Corvus Korak, Dennis, 1896, and Xerxes. We got ambushed by a mercenary company while we were delivering some goods, and this swordmaster was a monster. And the mercs like did smart stuff, like on accident, which was really annoying. Giant Spruce 2.0 was kind of a new hybrid we were training up that just kind of got unfortunate series of events by an unhold. Vance Lightning, gutted by Barbarian Chosen, just fatigue neutral that again we were training up and probably put in too dangerous of a spot, unfortunately. And then Loyosh, who was our Lone Wolf Spearbro experiment success story that then I threw away by just throwing him at the noble army forces with a bunch of billmen who have Backstabber, and he didn't have Underdog. And it was just dumb. Dumb of me to do. This is me during the mono fight. I know, right? Yeah, exactly. So many billmen, yeah, there were a whole bunch. Other weird, interesting highlights of the run is we literally uncovered the whole snowy north before I was like, all right, we've got to carve through all the forests, literally search through all this stuff. Luckily found it before having to go through like these forests over here. And then when we were looking for the hunting grounds, we uncovered every single square inch of tundra until we found it way like over here somewhere, like maybe here or here. It was somewhere over here. But man, we spent a lot of time doing that. I was really thinking and hoping, because we found the stone pillars early on, that we'd be able to do the fetch quests to do the Kraken this run. But maybe next time, maybe Anatomists. Loyosh did good work, but it was a new cooked thing. Yeah, for sure. For sure. He did. And Loyosh was originally built as, was going to be a Catalbro, but we repurposed him. Should we talk about the incidents in order? I'll give their order. It was the three tragedies of this run. Four tragedies. 1, the arena, fighting against the Nachos. 2, ambushed by goblins at Goblin City. 3, ambushed by mercs somewhere over here, I think. Unexpectedly, didn't have nets equipped because I wasn't expecting to fight them, because it just happened as a twist to the contract. Let that be a lesson to myself. While we're delivering goods, we should be ready for that. And 4, the seed, because man, I really struggled to find a good way north where I wouldn't have felt stranded. So, oh, I can update the legendaries command, huh? Black Monolith can now be listed as found complete. Whew. All right. Up next, I'm not going to start it this evening, of course. I'll give my little spiel beforehand, but it will be Anatomists. And this should be a fun one. Looking forward to it. But that will have to be another day. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for whoever whoever Anonymous is that gave all those gift subs at the conclusion of, you know, the run. I very much appreciate it. It was definitely like, this is a scary, spooky, whew, I don't know. So, with that, I shall bid thee all adieu. Wherever you are, wherever it is, whatever time it is, whether 'tis day or night, make it a good one. Ta-ta.